That's how we do RootCon conference. So, masyado tayong formal eh. All right? And then, uh, I believe Nalforge Security Incorporated. Yes, anong kailangan mo? Ikaw talaga yon? Kaya ka namin tinatawag kasi pinapahanap ka ng security sa amin. Here, congratulations, you won something from Theos, pare. Say, thank you, Theos.
Thank you, Neos.
Feeling blessed.
Ah,
Feeling blessed.
feeling blessed, Hash.
Yeah, yan. Thank you, pare. So again, Nalforge Security Incorporated is giving away 2 Apple TV from their fishbowl na pinununo natin ng ano yan, business card kanina. And then, RootCon is giving away, I believe, a drone and a portable screen coming from our good friends, Ridgebot, I think. Uh, and also a gaming monitor. All right? So if I were you guys, if your friends aren't here, tell them to return to the main track when they are done dun sa kabila. And then don't miss out the closing remark. Usually, RootCon closing remark is when you find out kung kailan uli yung RootCon. So if this is just trivia for everybody, can I see a show of hands, first timers? I know I've been doing this over and over again. First timers, not you, dude. Like, man, you're expired. Just kidding. So first timers, there. All right, for your benefit, all right, RootCon, do you like the, first and foremost, my question is, do you love this conference right now? Do you really like it? You, do you think it's impressive? Have we raised the bar from last year? There's only one guy who answered it, and he's a good friend of ours. It's Atom who answered it. So thank you, buddy. You're very loyal. I love you. But if you think we have raised the bar from last year and the previous RootCons, it's because we plan a year ahead. Later during the closing remarks, you'd know or would tell you the schedule for RootCon next year. Ganun po kami kaaga mag-prepare. So, siguro naman, give us a pat on the back. Give us a round of applause, di ba? I think we deserve it. All right? That's what we're gonna do. There's 2 speakers left. Do not leave. Trust me, we're gonna fill this one up from the other tracks. Occupy all the seats. We'll do the closing, the huge item raffles, and at the same time, we'll do the analytics. You guys are hackers, so we do data analytics over of what happened or transpired in RootCon. Like, basta. I'll keep it a mystery for you guys to see. All right? And are you ready? All right. So I'd let my buddy Jason do the introduction. All right?
Okay.
And I love the pigtails.
Thank you, Jamie. And yes, on to our next speaker. Our next speaker is a university student and a full-time cybersecurity engineer at a US-based company with over 3 years of experience on hand on specializing in pen testing, vulnerability assessments, and AI-driven tools. Currently, she focuses on artificial intelligence in security workflows, and her research had been presented at over 20 conferences. So, yep, excited for this talk. So, let's welcome Eating Shin. Give her a round of applause.
Hello, everyone. It's truly grateful for the opportunity to stay here at Lucon to share my research with you. Last year, I submitted my work on video security, but unfortunately, it wasn't accepted. Looking back, it was an important motivator. It pushed me to work harder, and it brought me here today. The talk I presented today is about 6 months of continuous development and research. My focus has been on exploring how AI can be used to orchestrate automated attack. It may sound simple in theory, but in practice, I face constantly challenging limitation and plenty of failure along the way. That's why in this session, I don't just want to share success. I also want to share obstacle and unexpected recoveries. My hope is that you walk away with both interesting insight and practical knowledge that you can apply in your own work. And finally, I'd love to hear from you as well. If you have any question or idea, please don't hesitate to bring it out after the talk. I always excited to exchange thoughts and learn from this community. So with that, let's begin. So, hello everyone, you can call me Nofrag. And over the past 3 years, I have presented my research in more than 20 conferences. So covering topics from mobile application, network security, and vehicle security to my most recent focus on the AI security. So this talk has been taking me from Taiwan to Korea to Japan and today. So I'm excited to be here in the Philippines for my very first time. So I want to thank Rukong for giving me the chance to unlock a new point on my world map. So I'm just still an undergraduate student, so I skipped ahead and went directly into my junior year after high school. This year is my final year, so I will officially graduate next year. I have discovered vulnerability across different platforms, but more than vulnerability hunting, I truly enjoy the cybersecurity research and more of all, ensuring loss fighting with the conference. So in this talk, we will explore how AI is reshaping the entire cybersecurity battlefield. A world you saw it rapid evolution from a defensive ally to a powerful weapon in the hand of an attacker. So we will look at an autonomous attack framework, show a real-time demo of AI adopting a strategy on the fly, and even compare AI speak against human intuition. So along the way, I will touch on the ethic dilemma these races and end with a practical defense strategy because ultimately it's not just AI attacking, it's an AI defending as well. So in this chapter, the first chapter, we'll take a look about how AI has evolved and transformed the cybersecurity landscape. AI is no longer just a tool for defense. It's helping attacker move faster and scan more vulnerability and automated attack more effectively. So let's take a step back and start with the mind-bending question: that could AI ever launch attack on its own? So imagine that AI doesn't just follow order, but analyze vulnerability, craft strategy, and streak without a human ever lifting a finger. So it's a concept that sparks both curiosity and caution, doesn't it? So today, I want to unpack this with you. Is AI sophisticated enough to pull off fully autonomous attack, making a real-time decision on the fly? So push it for a moment and let you so simmer. Let's dive into this intriguing debate together. So let's trace the incredible rise of AI spotlighting pointer like Google as the case study. From the humble beginning to today groundbreaking breakthrough, the AI has evolved at breathtaking speed, reshaping the digital world. This data has revolutionized hacking, pushing attackers from a tedious and hands-on method to sleek and AI-driven assault that adopt on the fly. So with such small tool emerging, could we be near in the future where the cyber attackers think for themselves? This exciting shift laid the groundwork for our discussion today. So let's ponder what's next. In the past, so-called scrap kit relied on the pre-written exploit. So they didn't really understand the code or vulnerability. They just you use someone else's work. So for today, the game has changed. Anyone can add AI to generate malicious script and phishing email or even constant exploit. So with AI adding the tutor, the barrier of entry of cybercriminal has dropped dramatically, and you no longer need to be a skilled hacker. AI can step by step to help you. So let's take a look about the list CV. It's a very well-known event. And now there's Accolades is a critical little vulnerability in Microsoft Copilot. Attacker can hide malicious prompt in ordinary Word or PowerPoint file, and when Copilot is asked to summarize or analyze them, it not going to execute those hidden instructions. This can lead to hidden data lists such as email, financial record, or internal strategy. So without any user clicking the link or running call. So what made Accolades so dangerous is that the payload is just tasks, no malware, and making traditional defense useless. So this case, highlighting a new class of threat, adversary prompt engineering, where AI itself becomes attacker surface. So AI isn't just enhance attack, it revolutionized them. Defense boys can now impersonate CEO in real time and tracking employee into transfer million in second. And AI generate phishing email are so convincing that bypass traditional filter while the intelligent algorithm discover vulnerability faster than human hacker ever could. So chatbot engage beaten, so the friendly conversation and extracting sensitive data without raising suspicion. So the reality is stark. AI is making cyber attack exponentially smarter, faster, and more dangerous. So this isn't the future. It's happening now, and traditional defense mechanisms are struggling to keep pace. So let's take a look about this chapter. I will dive into the autonomous AI attack framework I developed. Where you saw it architecture, how is that tool analyze vulnerability and decide the next day in real time. So I will explore the core component, including decision model, feedback loop. And the goal is to show not just what the system can do, but how the underlying logic enabled intelligent adopting offensive action. So our AI orchestration penetration testing framework changes how we run the security tasks. Rather than listing every step, single-threaded coordinated system, multiple AI components work together to choose parallel, run check, and doubt based on result. So the framework learns from each test, success inform future move a failure prompt adjustment, while also leveraging the standard security tool. So it designed to be adopted, efficient, and continuously improving. So in the next section, I break the framework down into the critical part, the overall architecture and key component and their role, a demo of the core workflow and how we use the result to refine the future testing. So let's take a look at the first part, the user input and core configuration layer. This is where human intelligence meets artificial intelligence. When a secure researcher input a target URL, the system doesn't just run, it just start finally. Here's the subsequent attack action will be carried out so the model you say. The system initialization, that is our command center, bringing together the LN interface layer with our tool manager. So let's take a look about the tool manager do. It provides 6 essential internal tool, page navigation for moving so the target and element clicking for interacting with a web element, and from building for input manipulation. So from submission for triggering action and script execution for the constant command operations. So this tool for the foundation of our automatic penetration testing capability. So let's take a look about this part. Now this is where our AI become truly strategy become attack parallel. Unlike traditional penetration testing that use static words, our system dynamically manages different specialized categories. So if we want, for SQL ingestion, it maintains a comprehensive database of the ingestion matter. For cross-site attack, it's the cross-scraping parallel. And the intelligence here is that the system doesn't just run randomly state parallel, and it learns from previous result and adopted role station based on the target response. If a certain SQL ingestion pattern fails, it automatically switches the more sophisticated pattern. And this creates a self-improving attack strategy that gets smarter with every iteration. So let's take a look about the very important part of the heart of our system, the AI-driven attack orchestration. The engine core coordinator, and as our master strategy, orchestrating the entire attack symphony. It starts with the HTML parsing and web analysis. The feeds real-time traffic data through our web proxy traffic monitor, and every piece of information flow into our AI decision adjustment model and creating a continuous feedback loop. And the AI content summarize process the target structure, where our AI attack strategy generation creating a dynamic attack plan. So when the authentication is needed, the system seamlessly adopted. The attack execution loop continuously refined the approach based on the real-time result. So what made this revolutionary is the learning capability. If an attack fails, it doesn't just retry. It analyzes why it failed, adjusts the strategy, and even console the vulnerability database to learn from the previous attempt. So let's create a system that doesn't just execute attack, yet able them in real time. So let's take a look about a very important function of external tool integration. So our AI doesn't work in isolation. It intelligently coordinated with different powerful external tools and a map for network reconnaissance, what we have for technology fingerprint. So different tools have their own function. So AI could say which tool is best for guaranteed attack. So the brilliant here is that the AI doesn't just run this tool randomly. It analyzes the target response to determine which tool will be the most effective and dynamically set the optimal combination. So if one web rebel WordPress site, it automatically priority SQL map for database testing. So this integration transfer our AI from a theoretical concept into the practical to a widely security expert that can adopt the assume based on the real-time intelligence. So the first challenge we faced was AI safety restriction. So traditional AI model like Gemini have built-in safety filter that prevent them from generating content that could be considered harmful, including penetration testing parallel. So here's the solution. We implementing the safety setting override that allow the AI to operate in research mode for the security testing purpose. So this isn't about bypassing ethics, it's about enabling AI to perform legitimate security research without artificial limitation. So people might wonder, what about the other language model? Some of them doesn't a kind of safety setting that Gemini has. So my suggestion is to look for a model that will train without strict safety control, since those are easier to use for testing. Otherwise, you will keep running into the response like AI cannot help you with that. So the core innovation of our system is a real-time attack adaptation. And here's how it works. The AI analyzes the target, generate an attack strategy, and execute tool, and analyze the response. But here's the key, that every response feedback into the AI decision-making process in real time. So even attack fail, the system doesn't just retry and learn why it failed and adopt its strategy. And let's create a self-improving attack framework that gets smarter with every iteration, just like a human penetration tester would. So our AI prompt engineering solved the biggest challenge in AI tool coding. The getting consistent, traceable output, we decided straight two-session format that forced AI to separate strategy thinking from executable command. This emulated verbal explanation mixed with a tool call, ensuring our system can reliably extract and execute the right tool at the right time. So our system maintains a comprehensive state management, so a SQLite database. Every tool execution, every attempt, and every vulnerability covered is recorded with full context. Let's create a learning database that allows the AI to reference previous attack, understand what worked and what didn't, and continuously improving its strategy. So it's like having a memory bank of every penetration testing session ever could conduct. So our biggest challenge wasn't building the AI, it was getting the AI to communicate clearly. So the language model understood how to attack target, but they would output a verbal explanation mixed with actual tool call. So when AI say, I will use the dial booster tool followed by the 3 photographs of reasoning, our tool instruction system couldn't phrase the actual command. It wasn't like having a brilliant strategy who couldn't give the clear order. So this is the first step in our tool execution pipeline is intelligent detection and extraction. So our AI tool detector monitor AI output for tool keyword and automatically identifies when external security tool should be deployed. So when AI mentioned or port scanning, it detects a map. So when it suggests SQL injection, it identifies the SQL map. So the system let extract the necessary parameters, the target URL word is for, and from the AI context, transforming strategy sinking into executable command. So once tool are detected and parameter extract, our system execute so the external tool executor. This component handle cross-platform capability and launch tool in appropriate terminal environment. So, but the real innovation is in result integration, and every tool output is automatically fed well into the AI decision-making process. So when Nmap discover open port, the AI immediately adjusts its attack strategy. So this creates a seamless feedback loop where the tool result informed AI decision in the real time. So our context window management strategy solves the foundational challenge of AI token limit. So when context exceeds our 8,000 token threshold, the system automatically analyzes and priority the information. It preserves the critical security element while comprising verbose context, ensuring the AI can process massive web application without losing important attack vector. So implemented a smart three-tier strategy. First, we present the initial 4 message content system prompt and critical instruction. So we keep the most recent message that contain the currently attack content, and we comprise the every between using the AI summarization. So for large page source, our summarized page summary page source function keep the first 5,000 and least 1,000 characters. So ensuring we capture the both page in structure and any dynamic content. This approach maintains a conversation continuity while filling out 16% of our token bucket for new attack strategy and tool execution result. So in developing our autonomous AI attack framework, we run into some real-world challenges. So web application outside the lab are messy, page are dynamical, and response always reveal the true intent of an element. So for example, the AI made mistake or a file upload from as the SQL injection target, or failed to reason through the multiple steps from that require JavaScript-driven iteration. So this article forces us to rethink how the engine extra context that building state sequence, especially when dealing with the dynamic and client-side content. What we have learned career is still far from human-level reasoning, and our research is focused on closing that gap. So now that we have seen the architecture and logic behind our autonomous AI attack framework, it's time to see in action. In this demo, I will show how the AI engages the simulate system dynamically adjusting strategy in real time. So let's take a look at the first demo. It's an AI hacking tool B1.0. So when a program runs, you can observe that the AI isn't just execute attack in real time. It continuously planning the next move, and in this demo, you can see the evaluating different strategy. We have built in a set of attack methods and guide the prompt for AI to reference, so it knows how to engage the target. So for this particular case, it performed a brute force logging attempt. So wherever the AI detects a login page, it will try to craft credential to gain access to automate panel and process with further action. The process gets quite intricate. And during testing, we noticed that AI occasionally experimenting with other type of attack because the behavior inherently unpredictable. So we may be able to exploit its ability to find some unexpected surprise. So as you can see, the AI is successful to log in the dashboard. So next step, next demo, as the AI revising a new website, it does just stick out to the brute force approach we saw earlier. So it may also attempt a directory traversal. Uh, you will notice experimenting with the injection attack where a file and input file that could be exploited, and it kept to try to inject in the different script here. And as we can see, the AI keep try different method. And here we can observe the AI for attack workflow, including the input it try and output it receive and how it react to success or failure. So you also see the program outputting the full patch content in real time, right? So this helps us to understand exactly what the AI see the each step and the decision it make. So we can open the pursuit to get a closer look at everything the AI did during this attack attempt, giving us a clearer and more intuitive view of the site response. So you can see what AI did, and every information will collapse to the pursuit. So here's the simplified overview of our entire project architecture. The AI will make different decisions based on the target encounter during this decision-making process. It considers the attack strategy based on the specific circumstance, including where to use the tool or the dictionary file to access in real time. So, however, the AI inherent thinking and decision-making process is crucial rather than relying solely on the external tool to achieve a goal. So, furthermore, the entire attack process will not be able to execute solve the hardcore attack flow. So, the primary goal of this research is demonstrating the capability of the AI itself. And so, next, let me explain how several key features of this framework are implemented. So let's take a look about the demonstration. Is the hacking tool bit to 0.0. So at least this version, I improved the whole architecture to make it more smarter, to know more attack method, to find the right method to attack a target. So this part is take a different turn and showcasing the most critical feature and embodying the AI to call upon appropriate tool to add this thinking process during an attack. So what does this mean? In the earlier example, the AI relies on primarily on its own reasoning to launch attack on the targets. So now with the support of external tool, the AI can, during an attack, recognize when a tool might help gather useful information to enhance its effort. So and it will evoke that tool for testing. So it worth emphasize that in this process doesn't depend on NCP or hardcore condition or rule. However, we can imitate the tool that AI can use today to prevent the system crash caused by inappropriate tool calling. So from this demo, you will see that AI doesn't just blindly rely on the external tool for testing. So the core decision making still hinge on the AI's own reasoning with a tool strategy or a dictionary based on attack serving merely this option. So in my system, some of tool are deliberately unavailable. Let's decide choose, let me verify what happened if a tool are absent. Ensuring the AI doesn't over rely on the external assistant, but instead leveraging its own attack thinking capability. So let the AI stay suitable tool based on the target and current context to support its testing. Once the AI called an external tool, the tool result of feedback to the AI to guide the next attack step. So however, the duration of this process depending on the model in use today. For instance, with like Olama, it might take at least 30 minutes or more. So whether it's making the AI smarter is uncertain. It could be just adding complexity or embellishment to the attack process. So the final demo is with our lesson enhancement, the framework now called the external tool and feature and improving prompt structure. For this demo, we temporarily disable external call, a tool call, so you can watch the AI independently capability. On the left is my AI attack tool analyze the target, and in the bottom right, you will see the live attack display showing the real-time action and feedback. So the AI user responds from the target to refine the approach, and you will notice it uncover interesting finding, and not by the hardcore rule, but so your own reasoning. So in this demo, show how the AI can plan and execute adaptive attack autonomously. So AI is very powerful. It's keep to getting better, and it's successful to find something interesting thing here. So in this chapter, we'll estimate how AI and human attacker approach the same challenge differently. AI can process vast amount of data at incredible speed, executing attack methodically and adapting instantly. So human, on the other hand, bring the intuition, creativity, and the ability to think around constraints that AI might miss. So by looking at the order, their strengths and weaknesses side by side, and we can better understand where the AI shines. So let's explore a fascinating comparison when the supervisor ordered an attack test on the targeted system. So both human penetration tester and AI-driven and spraying into the action, but in struggling different ways. The human expert start by receiving a command and then draws on the years of experience to interpret it. Launching the reconnaissance to gather critical intel, so they might push to ask clarifying questions and refining their approach with each new insight before crafting the terror attack plan. So meanwhile, keep Lofton the same task by receiving a command, relying on this training data and building pattern to interpret it. No question asked. It automatically run predefined reconnaissance script to collect data and then stay an attack strategy based on those pattern or script alone. So let's move to the execution phase, where the contrast between the human and AI tester become even more striking. So a human penetration tester launch their attack based on the carefully craft strategy, adapting the on-fly as the new challenges, and then let's stay in constant contact with the command issuer, ensuring update and tweaking their approach with every piece of feedback. Until the last to task worked up with the details for report. On the other hand, as they go to automatic task grab unable to perform useless unless pre-programmed pattern allow it. So it can speed out the preset the feedback, but real-time dialogue or adjustment based on the issuer input, that's beyond its reach. So when the test in end, it trunk out the report automatically, limited to the scrap result. So let's dive into the nuances of this phrase, where human and AI attacker rebel their distinct approach. So human hacker leans heavily on their deep will of personal expertise, crafting attack with intuition, insight, hands-on overtime. And meanwhile, then AI attack, as we have seen, huge on the best data is being fed and relating on the pattern rather than instinct. So what more than human often step into guide the AI and dynamically tweaking command to sharpen the attack edge. So this interpret highlight the key takeoff, trade-off, and human attack seen with the unmatched feasibility and adaptability, and letting them promote in the real time so they can slow them down. And on the flip side, and driven attack delivers speed and cost efficiency and trunking, so let's grab with precision. Let's stumble when faced with unpredictable scenario. So in this chapter, we'll turn our attention to the ethical and logical question surrounding the AI-driven attack. So we are at a moment where temper, so not just capability, has been rewritten. Historical writing has spent our hour or a day mapping attached and well bruting snippets through the mountain of log. So a collapses that the highlights give it a goal and it can produce potential attack sequence and executable parallel in second. So on the defensive side, the AI automate detection and response. But this acceleration doesn't level the field so much as turn into a race. So whoever better understand the content and reduce the false positivity and avoid the catastrophic message that win. The takeaway is clear. We must treat automation as an amplifier of the human judgment, not the black box replacement. So the automation of AI power attack is no longer a theory, it's reality. As we have seen, open source framework now that allows anyone, regardless of their skill level. This dynamically lower the barrier to entries. The moment a powerful tool is released, it's almost immediately weaponized, just like in case. So this forces us to ask two critical questions in this new era where offensive capability are democratized. How much our defense evolve? So we can no longer rely on slow and manually process. We need intelligence, automated and adaptive system that can fight AI with AI and respond at machine speed. So when a devastating cyber attack is launched by an AI, who is the brand? That is the programmer who wrote the code, the company that deployed it, or algorithm itself made the decision. This is no longer the theoretical question. So we are facing a critical accountability vacuum where our existing logical framework are too slow and outdated to address this new reality. So this accountability gap is, without a doubt, one of our biggest ethical and logical challenges. So how we build the guardrails for powerful technology, the answer is not to help the progress, but to guide it proactively. This requires multiple layer approach in enabling, by bundling ethic by design and principle into the development. Then pushing for robust law that mandate clear human accountability and expiation regular adopt mechanism. So ultimately, we must use the technology itself, like AI-powered defense, to create a future where innovation is both powerful and responsible. So in the final chapter, we are focusing on defending against AI-driven attack. Just AI can orchestrate offensive strategy at high speed, and we can leverage AI in defense to detect anomalies, monitor system in real time, and automated response. So the emergency of the tool like Hastroid AI has found that fundamentally comprise the tie to exploitation. So what used to tag scale with now tag less than 10 minutes and their units of time is minute. But in many of our organizations, so our patch cycle, our incident response time, and our decision-making process are still measured in day or even week. It's the catastrophic mismatch. So we are bringing a knife to a gunfight, a softball to the spable threats. So let's get must cross and our survival depends on that. So the image perfectly illustrate our reality, and AI power attack are becoming increasingly sophisticated. So with hacker leveraging AI to craft malware that spread like digital values, target sensitive data and system. But here's the key insight we can fight AI with AI. The results show our four critical defense strategy. So our approach goes beyond this. And we have AI-powered ADR providing intelligent endpoint protection and AI-driven NDR monitoring network traffic for the advanced threat. So strength and MFA is creating the multiple authentication barrier. The continuous security awareness training power empower our human firewall. So however, the complete solution require more and behavioral analysis and zero trust authentication, automated incident response, and AI-driven threat hunting. So the goal isn't just to define defense against AI attack, but to create an adaptive intelligent security ecosystem that evolve faster than the threat themselves. So look ahead, our goal is clear, shaking the tide from attack to solution. So how so the automation and collaboration platform like SOAR also is just one of the many potential solutions can automatic response, freeing human to focus on the critical decision. Furthermore, by sharing the threat intelligence across the industry, and we build a collaborative immune system, the future of defense is a battle of human vs AI, but a partnership of human and AI versus AI. So let's make a machine handle of speed and scale so we can focus on the strategy and oversight. So thank you for joining me today. I'd be more too happy to continue the conversation with anyone interested in this technology. If you'd like to discuss potential work or collaboration opportunity or any other like making a friend, feel free to reach out as well. And if you're a bit shy to ask here, you can always contact me with linking. So I'd be more to keep the discussion going. Thank you, everyone.
Great job. Give me a high five. High five. Yes. All right. Let me call a person from Not Security Incorporated. There. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. So they're giving away their Apple TV. There's two of them. So